Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Jordan, and on behalf of all of our family, I'm really very honored and thrilled that you all are here to celebrate Daryl, the woman, and Daryl, the illustration. My mother produces theater as only a mother can. She makes each of her shows into a family. She nurtures and supports her shows and all of the people who come together to make them with a mother's outstretched arms to hug and to fiercely protect. If you're here, you probably know what I mean. Yeah, right? Say, yeah? All right. The backstage visits, the pep talk, right, Katie? Yes. The pep talks, the soothing conversations, the brokerings of peace. Yeah. Delayed, but you got it. And the Tony Stones, right? Who here has gotten a Daryl Roth Tony Stone? Thank you, Kathleen. Okay, so for those who don't know what a Tony Stone is, my mother collects these beautiful touchstones when she walks on the beach with her dogs. And then she takes them home and she writes Tony 2008 or Tony 2009. Oh, yeah. And then she brings them to the awards in a little pouch. And she will quietly sort of slip them in the hand of a colleague or a friend or somebody who just looks like they're going to throw up. For luck and for calm. And in that room that can feel like the stressiest place on earth, damned if it doesn't feel better to be squeezing that touchstone. And it's really like she's holding your hand. That's a mother. I know that you're all here because she has touched you, because she has held your hand, because she has made a place for you in her growing theater family. And it is uniquely gratifying for me that Sardis has made a place for her in theirs. So thanks for being here.
That was really so sad.
Cute, right? It's really my thrill to introduce a dear friend and collaborator of my mother's, the great Charles Busch.
It gets me every time. Not that long, I don't know, about a year ago, Daryl was receiving an award and Jordan presented it to her. And I just lost my poise totally, and afterwards I humiliated myself. I went up to Jordan just sobbing. You know, and so I don't want to lose my edge. I just have a terrible big crush on Daryl Roth, and she's been, for the past decade, has been involved in, or given me the opportunity for really just about everything I've done over the past decade, I just love her. And this is kind of typical. A couple years ago, I showed her a little 5-minute short subject film that I made. It was the first thing I'd ever directed. And I showed it to her, and Daryl said, well, if you ever want to do a feature, I'll produce it. So immediately immediately I ran to the phone and called my friend Carl Andrus, who's here somewhere, and said, we got to write a movie immediately and show it to Daryl. So we quickly wrote this script, and we showed it to Daryl, and she wasn't kidding. We were shooting the movie within 3 months. And it was just this extraordinary movie, and you're all probably wondering, why you haven't heard of it. It went straight to video, but But it was the letters I received. They say it's, these people write to me that this film is up there with the best of Bergman. Irving Bergman. But anyway, I love Daryl, and I used to work as a quick sketch portrait artist in my salad days, and so I do know that I feel sorry for this caricaturist, because it is very hard to caricature a beautiful woman, and Daryl is in every way beautiful, and I'm so just thrilled to be a part of this today. Now I'm going to introduce David Hyde Pierce. Hello. Hi.
I got to work with Daryl, a bunch of us here got to work with Daryl on Curtains, which she produced, and she also produced Accent on Youth, the play that I did, and it's so nice to hear she's also done other things. But everything that has been said about her is true. All of you know her, so it almost goes without saying that she is, in many ways, the heart and soul of Broadway, and so it's important that Sardi being sort of the heart of Broadway, the two of them come together. So I'm glad we're all here to celebrate that. And in looking toward this evening, I thought, is it possible to put into words how you feel about someone like Daryl? And yes, it is. I've written a poem. Daryl Roth, sweet, smart, sexy producer, has no equal. Not me, sir, nor you, sir. Were her husband less burly, or were I less girly? I swear I would try to seduce her. This is Daryl Roth. Before you say anything, and thank you for that kiss, I have to introduce Max, without whom Sardis would just be a pile of ashes.
Thank you. Come with me there. It's my pleasure to present you now. This
This is really it. Woo!